Hello you guys, Sentinel Game here with another video today, and this week's video is something that I think has been done before. I haven't really checked, but I have wanted to do this for a long time, so if this has been done before, this is my version of it. But today I've got 3 types of arrows and a way of selecting them. So right now I've got the slow arrow selected, which I'm going to shoot at my feet to demonstrate the effect. I am incredibly slowed for 15 seconds. It's 10 by now, but for 15 seconds. And then I can just do this, and let's do the poison arrow. Now this isn't gonna do much in creative, but I shoot the arrow and I have a poison effect. So if you shoot this at someone, they get a poison effect, and the same with the slow arrow. And then the last one, it's still here, so you need to use the map again, is the explosive arrow. As you can see, explodes, which is really fun to mess around with. But this is pretty much devastating my world, so let's stop doing that. Now the system is actually not that hard. These 3 command blocks they aren't important, they've just got the tellraw. So first of all, this is the this here right here is the selection system. So this is basically doing this is a pretty old system, basically even before we could test for items in players' inventories. There is /clear filled map. So every time I right click this map, it becomes a filled map, which it then clears for my inventory, which turns on the comparator, and it does 3 things. It gives me a new normal map, and it runs all these tellraw commands. Now tellraw is a command that's it actually uses some JSON language. As you can see there, it's pretty complicated. No, I think I could understand it, but most of the time to do it I just use a tellraw generator because it's just easier. I'll put the link to the tellraw generator in the description, just like along with all the commands, and that's basically what makes those colored text appear. Those colored text with which I can select which arrow I want. Like I want the slow arrow now. And you might have noticed that the redstone blocks changed here. That's what I'm getting to right now. So by clicking the slow arrow text, I put a redstone block here. So there's a redstone block goes right here and activates this chain of command blocks, which then sets this one, this here right here to air, so that this clock is running, and the other 2 to redstone, so that it blocks these clocks. And these are exactly the same, except that that one makes sure that this clock is running, and that one makes sure this clock is running, by using just 3/ or also just setblock commands, and this one just sets this block right here back to air. So let's just show that. I can go into here, I will select this one. As you can see, command block chain went and it changed, and now this one's open. So basically what it did is it set this block to air and these 2 to redstone blocks. Then what that does is it makes this clock able to run, and these basically all have this command in them. /testfor at E type is arrow. So it's testing for arrow that's in the ground or in a person or something. So if an arrow hits something, when it hits the ground, then it activates, and only then. And these are a little bit different from the 3, but mostly the same. So this is the explosive arrow. So this is executing at a arrow, which is by that time in the ground, according to the command block before this one. It summons a PrimedTnt with a fuse of 2. Why a fuse of 2? Because I like it when it has a little time before it goes off. You could just remove this, and then when I select the explosive arrow, oh no, it's going away. Explosive arrow, and I shoot, it will just immediately explode, which I guess looks better, you could say. But yeah, that. But that's the problem. Then you get this giant hole in the ground. Luckily I've got a flat world with bedrock, but if not, then that happens and it will just go down to the entire bottom. That's why I've actually got the fuse, because it's needed in a later command. It can also be fuse 1, but I'm just doing 2 for safety. Then the poison arrow is doing the exact same thing, except this is summoning a ThrownPotion, with all of this stuff behind it. Potion ID 373 and the damage count. That's actually for slowness splash potion. Count 1, so it only summons 1. But this overrides the potion value because this is just applying a poison effect to it with an amplifier of 4 for duration of 300 ticks, which is roughly 15 seconds. I think, yeah, doesn't matter. And this one is doing the exact same, but with a slowness potion. So that's pretty simple. And then we've got these two command blocks. This is what the fuse is needed for, because this is executing at any primed TNT, which that is with the explosive arrow. It's deleting the arrow. Now, why is it doing that? Because otherwise the arrow would stay there. It would keep summoning prime TNT at the arrow, which would basically make the arrow fall down again until you have this giant hole in your world from where you shot the arrow to bedrock, and you don't want that. So that's why I've got the fuse too, so that it has enough time to actually detect the prime TNT and kill the arrow before it makes a huge hole in the ground, bigger than you'd want anyway with TNT. And then this one is constantly doing the same thing, but then for ThrownPotion. So whenever it detects a ThrownPotion, it kills any arrows within a radius of 4. And that's basically how this works. Pretty simple, and but pretty cool. You can make also other kinds of arrows. You could make arrows for team-based game that could give regen to you and your teammates, or heal, or just do more damage with damage potions. Basically, you could do any splash potion you want and summon any entity you want. So you could make a bow that summons iron golems, but these are just 3 examples. That was it for this week, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for how great it's been going with my channel. I'm still a small channel, but I've got 430 subscribers and like 104,000 views, which is a lot. That means that 104,000 people at least clicked my video, and another part of them just watched it, and that's just really great. So I want to say thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.